So I was hired FPA in my first day was January 2nd, 1998. I always remember that day. It was my first day as the lettuce link coordinator. We're partnered down here at Mara Farm. This was a big weed patch when I first started, and then I ended my tenure at Solid Ground in 2007, and I was the assistant director at the time. So one of the things I'm most proud about is Mara Farm. I love it. I love what this farm has become. I love how much Solid Ground has learned over time about how to be in community, serve community, be farmers, you know? And it's just beautiful what happens here and how much food is grown and how many people are involved. One of the reasons I applied for and was super excited to work at Solid Ground, FPA at the time, was just everything about it was about building community. And building community was my kind of personal mission. I had been a tax accountant for years and spent all of my volunteer time like helping to build pea patches and just really being engaged in my community. And I walked in, and not only was it about building community, but it was this amazing opportunity to build my leadership over time as well. It was my first introduction to DEI and working on anti-racism principles and really just understanding, you know, when you drive 11 miles south and come to Mara Farm, this is not my community, right? And it's like, what is my role here? And I think I went from joining the organization with, I'm here to help you, and when I left the organization, it was like, I'm here to serve you, and how can we work together to make this the best place possible? So when I left Solid Ground in 2007, my next stop was to be the executive director at the North Shore Senior Center up in Bothell. And that was my first experience working with seniors, but it was still all about community. So I kind of took all of the skills from Solid Ground and transferred them up, and instead of working with kids and people growing vegetables, I was working with seniors who are in a different phase of their life. I think about sort of how we shifted, how community gardens, the pea patches, the people talked about food bank gardens, right? We went from, hey, I'm growing food for low-income people in this food bank garden to, hey, we're growing food in the giving garden and we're contributing to a healthy society. And it just is, it's really different to think about service in that way. As a collaborative partnership with others.